Hello, hello, hello. It's Shirley Ross, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to be doing a Design Space Friday with a Quad Z fold card. I have seen many of these on the YouTube videos, and I kind of fell in love with it, so I created it for my August coffee and cards. So I'm going to show you how I did it. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit different way. When I created it the first time, I created it in sections, but I thought after I cut it out, that it's going to put a little space between each one of these cuts on the mat, and I wanted it to be all one piece. So I'm going to show you how to do it in all one piece. So we're going to start with the free shape, and it is going to be the square, and I'm using the square with the sharp corners, and I'm going to close the shapes. And I am going to first change the color to the score lines and cut lines will show up better. And then I am going to put it in a specific position on the canvas at 1 and 1. That gives me enough space to add things around all the edges. And I am going to change the size, and it is going to be 7 1/4 by 9 1/2. All right. Next, I'm going to add in the free shape, a score line. And the cool thing is the score line becomes a cut line just by changing it from a score to a basic. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to place our first score line where we want it. And we're going to put it at 2 1/2 and 1. And remember, I'm doing 2 1/2. It's really only 1 1/2 inches in, but because we added that extra, we need that to be there. And we are going to make it 9 1/2 long. We're going to duplicate it. And the next one, which would be at 3 if we were doing it on paper, but since we're doing it here in Design Space, I'm going to put it at 4 and 1. And so we now have these score lines. Now I'm going to duplicate that one more time. And this time we are going to change it to 7 1/4. And then we are going to position it. Well, we're going to rotate it. Sorry, I almost forgot that. Rotate it so it's horizontal. And now we are going to position it at 1. And we are going to put it at 6 1/2. All right, and we're going to duplicate. And we are going to position this one at 1 and 7 1/2. We want it every inch. We're going to duplicate again. And we are going to position it at 1 and 8 1/2. And one last time. And we're going to put it at 1 and 9 1/2. It helps if we put in that decimal point. There we are. Now we're going to make those basic cut lines as we want it to cut. You could have done it at the first, which I should have, but I forgot. But you can always go back real quick and just switch those. All right. So now those are basic cuts. So it'll score here and it'll cut here, and you'll end up with the same project here, except it's going to cut it closer together, save space on that cardstock. Next thing we want to do to make sure it does that is we want to attach it. So we're going to select it and attach, and we're done. So I hope you enjoyed today's Design Space Friday. I added the leaves and flowers. That's how I decorated it, with a small sentiment. There'll be a photo of the finished product at the beginning or end of the video. And I will also share a link to the URL to open up this Design Space project so you don't have to do it yourself. And just remember, whenever you see an asterisk, you need to hit save before you leave so that you can make sure you save your project. So enjoy your day, and I'll see you again. This is Shirley Ross, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is Design Space Friday.